I wanted to show you how things were growing. I'm going to need to pick blackberries again today. We've had a lot of rain. Catnip has brought in some bees. I still have some blackberry blooms down the row there, which is insane. It's like the ones that are up here are super mature and they're ahead of the ones down there. There's one at the very end that has like red berries all over it, and it's just now starting to turn, which is really weird because I've picked these blackberries, probably 8 times. I don't know. It's been kind of, but it was odd. And these over here closest are also in partial shade. So maybe that has something to do with it since it's been so hot. Come on, let's go to the garden. I lost a lot of my strawberries during the winter. I didn't cover them right. I still have some. And let's see. There's a snapdragon that's actually alive. I usually kill them. I've got to pick the chamomile here. This has been insanely productive. I had a lot of tomato plants because I didn't do well last year. So this is Amish paste. There's one I just threw down there that has the blossom end rot. These weeds are hard to keep out of this too. But look at this. See, I've got one right here too. So I need to give something to my plant here. I need to give him some more vitamins. Put some eggshells or something in there and some trifecta. And then, let's not let you bloom yet, basil. We're not ready for you to bloom. And here's my little, what are these? Thai hot mini peppers. There's some more basil down here. I decided to try some squash plants, but they're not doing so great. They never do this time of year. Let's see if we have any cucumbers overnight. Cucumbers have done really well. Got one little plant here. He just doesn't look good at all. He's been yellow from the beginning, but I don't see any vine borers at this time. And there's a rogue dill plant. There's a little cucumber started. Got some meatball zucchinis that are getting close to being picked. They're almost ready. Uh-oh. I see a yellow leaf. This isn't good. It usually means I have a vine borer. This guy's loaded with 8 balls. I haven't done anything to him either to protect him from the vine borers. No cucumbers today. There's some more snapdragons that are doing really well. I haven't even got my pots put up because I've been trying to garden around a dog who needs my help right now. So I harvested some of my lemon balm and he looks really shaggy, but the bugs a lot of times, especially ladybugs, will hide in here. I had praying mantises that just stayed in here. They like the lemon balm. So I left some of it, but I didn't do a real good job. This one I did better because I left half of it, so they had more shade. But I've got all my pots waiting to be put up. It's kind of hard to do, trying to take care of my alley girl. These are supposed to be, I think, Soluna or Selena sunflowers. These are broccoli that I think I need to just pick because they're done, and I keep getting these. Let's see if it focuses for you. These hateful little bugs. They're awful. Harlequin beetles. And here they are again. They're laying eggs on everything. The chickens like to eat them, so. But I've harvested and pulled out most of my. There's that morning glory we want to get rid of because they'll take over everything. I've harvested my potatoes already. I didn't get a big crop, I think because I had too much stuff in my bed. So I've got a late cabbage. He's late to the game, but he's doing good. I've got a little cabbage that was in the greenhouse still, so I put him out here. It's doing really good. I planted this squash on the other side of this arch. And this is my daughter's white zucchini. And he is insane. He has blooms on him, but he's taken over. I put him up through here. You can't see that probably. He's kind of crazy. He's taken over everything. I have farmer's market beans and some purple pod beans. These are Mountain Magic tomatoes. This one Mountain Magic is not doing well. Oh, actually, that's a Sun Gold. That's a Sun Gold I just showed you. This is a Mountain Magic that isn't doing well. And he looks different from what I have marked as this Mountain Magic. So this ought to be interesting. I think this is a sick plant. Not really sure what to think of that. I may just pull that because he looks totally different from this guy. These are my meteor zinnias. I finally got some to grow. The ones I planted turned out purple. I don't know what that was all about. This guy is broke. Let's get it picked. There we go. And birds like these. I like these. And these are, what are these? Gaillardia, I think is how you say it. A lot of these need deadheaded, but they're really pretty. And some holy basil, which I just snipped the seeds off. He's already trying to go to seed again. I need to harvest him. I had put these two chamomiles back here because they're in a lot of shade, and that's how it's usually played out. They like the shade, partial shade, and they just haven't done well. But the guy at the entrance of the garden is just nuts. I have in my kale, I have a lot of hail damage still on these, but it is what it is. I have a little friend in here, a little assassin bug. He's very sketchy looking. He's scary. And I think he's killing off these guys. So I don't want to smash him. I think I'm allergic to these guys. I'm just going to do that. Pick the leaf right now. I'm going to give it to the birds. They'll eat them. So I have to come through here and BT everything after it's done raining this week. But I haven't had a bad problem with cabbage moths. I've seen cabbage moths, but I haven't seen the worms. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. I don't see any more of these guys. So my kale's looking pretty good. Brussels sprouts have never sprouted. I've got 2 of them. There's some of these Mountain Magic, supposedly. That's what it's marked as. Here you can see some of the farmer's market beans. They're starting to get big. They're almost ready to harvest a good amount of them. There's Harley stepping on those giant leaves. I want some valerian. I need to deadhead my valerian and harvest some leaves. I've got a lot to do. I have these plants all over my garden. They're really prickly, and I'm pretty sure these are stinging nettle that were in a pot over here last year. This is a Sun Gold cherry tomato. He's supposed to be going through the fence, so my little friends will eat him. I need to trim him up a little bit and get his bottom branches cleaned up so he doesn't get mildewy. These are Romanesco broccoli. Got some more of these little wonderful harlequin beetles. And once you see those harlequin beetles, you can pretty much be sure that they've laid eggs. I see one from over here too. So always look for eggs, because if they're there, they've relaid their eggs. I don't know what that was about. And I've got some peas that are coming up. They're a little slow. It's been so hot. Next couple days is supposed to be cooler. So maybe the rest of my peas will germinate and come up. And my carrot seeds hopefully will come up. Oh, there's a lower branch. That's not good. Things have gotten away from me in here. And There's compost over there. My corn's looking really good. It's a little crooked. Got some zinnias, tomato, and my sweet potatoes are back here. What are you? This is a Super 100. I've never grown these before. The Sun Golds and Super 100s I've never grown, or the Mountain Magic, so I'm excited about that. So there's one guy there. He's got a lot of the big strands, or like lots of cherries, so I can make sun-dried tomatoes. But I planted carrots here. They haven't quite germinated. And then this is a clementine tomato. Those were like the only tomato we had last year. And these bottom branches are not looking good. Let's just pick him off of there. I think he's just been beat up by the heat, mainly over here. And the blue straw flowers are really pretty, but they make this big mess of branches. Look at this. This guy's fell right over. All right, I've got to tie him up then. That's something to do. There's some more of those sunflowers that I planted around. And then I've got some baby peppers tucked in here that are starting to really take off with all this rain we've had. And we have purple potted pole beans are just everywhere. They take over. They're awesome. Chard on the corners. It's been doing great. This guy's got a tomato branch that's over. There you go, buddy. As you can see, the purple potted pole beans are just everywhere. They turn green once you cook them or blanch them. And the chard has been really good for the dogs like it. Let's see, let's go back here. I also planted more, these are cantaloupe. I planted more cantaloupe seeds, but they've not come up. I think the heat, I planted right before the heat got really bad, and he's not wanting to go through there. Come on, get a vine around, buddy. But these guys are loaded with little melons, and have this blank spot. And I saw seeds here the other day, but oh, look at all this stuff. Look how dark this one is. I don't understand what that's all about. But anyway, maybe the carrot seeds will germinate after this. I see a big patch of grass I need to pick over here. This has not been weeded. I haven't gotten out here with the weed eater. Come on, buddy. Wind yourself around. Get this piece of grass out of here. And I pulled my clary sage over here because it was falling over. This tomato branch fell again. Oh, this is the bottom. Oh, I see. He's growing from the stem. How did I miss that? All right. Well, there's the spent clary sage. I need to trim him down so he'll leaf up before the end of the year. I had, at the end here, I had two big things of it. It had grown from the ground. Seeds spread around and started themselves. And they were organic. There's my cinnamon basil's doing really well. Hopefully it'll fill up and I'll get some good cinnamon basil. If I don't have carrots over here, I may plant my cinnamon basil over there. I might do that. There's a little bit of clary sage I missed, it looks like. And I think that's lemon balm. Where are you? I think it's lemon balm. Yeah, I think so. Had some strays that were coming up, and as you can see, I've got a lot of weed eaten. These plants over there are cleome flowers. They're spider flowers. That's my helichrysum. And I'm going to, once it blooms, I'll harvest that and we'll tincture it and have fun with that. And then this is my skullcap. I've tried for 3 years to grow skullcap. He's in a big, giant pot. And he's getting his flowers on him now. And you're supposed to harvest it once it is in full bloom. And I'm trying to figure out if he's in full bloom. I think he's still got some blooms to go. But I really thought these flowers would be bigger. It's bringing in little honeybees, so that's awesome. I got paper down here. What is this? How does this happen? How does that happen? Anyway, let's pull some of these up. This side is full of cantaloupes, and I'm a little worried about it because last year I planted heavily on this side full of cantaloupes, and it produced well, but it's just like with cucumbers. You need to have some aeration. So I'm afraid it's gonna... Oh, look at that. Look at that. I didn't know I had any that big. I'm so excited. There's another one. It's right there. Those guys grew overnight. It's awesome. Last year I had to snip leaves and see how these leaves are getting dark. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come in here and, sorry, my arm's in the way, and pick these browner leaves. And this may be sun damage because it got really hot. I've got babies everywhere. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? I'm so excited. There's another branch that needs lifted up. Get you up there and off the ground. My coriander, or, well, it's coriander now, this went to seed. So I need to take care of that. Cilantro is really good for chickens, which I just realized. Oh, come on, buddy. Let's get you out of there. It's good for calcium, supposedly. So this is kind of thick in here. I need to come in here and deadhead some of this. Maybe I'll do that today. It's not too hot outside. I've got a wild okra growing in here with my peppers. I need to snip some of these leaves back so my peppers can get sunshine. I've got some large Marconis growing and some bell peppers. I should have bell peppers in here. I'm trying to put these things up as I go. Get up there, get off my peppers. I need to do this. I've found that my peppers like a little bit of shade here, but they like the full sun. So I'm trying to make them happy. Got a couple sunflowers that are shot up suddenly, as well as my okra has gotten pretty big. This side of okra is not very big at all. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I need to plant the lion's ear. He's in bloom now. Usually I have little ladybugs or something on him. He's still in his pot, but he's happy here. So he was propping up a pepper that broke in half, and he has healed himself. That is amazing. I'm not sure how that happened, but it sure did. And then I've got blueberry tomatoes. That's what it says. They've got the blue tinge on the top, but some of these are more like gold blueberries, and they're very low acidity. Really nice. A lot of these bean leaves down here like this to the base. I need to get in here and pull these so that the air can go through a little bit better. So that's what I've got going on right now. Took me a while to do a video, but I've got one. And got a big mess. Things are growing. And I guess that's all it counts. So that's it. Let's see how things get going here in about a month.